All right, welcome back. I want to take a minute to talk about the cyber attack that happened with the JBS meat production company. On Monday, apparently, and most of you already know this, a criminal organization hacked into the JBS computer system and installed ransomware and demanded, I don't know how many millions of dollars in payment. But we now, as of today, know that criminal organization is known as online as Revil. They're most notorious for trying to extort Apple earlier. I think it was earlier this year, earlier in 2020, early parts of 2020 for $50 million. But what does this cyber attack mean for average everyday folks like you and me? Well, as you and I carry out our daily lives, we have to buy groceries. JBS is the world's largest meat producer. They produce the world's largest number of beef, pork, and chicken. The Steiner Consulting Group that specializes in commodity prices said even one day of disruption will significantly impact the beef market or wholesale beef prices. Just one day. And they interrupted it for 2. As of Tuesday, is either at the end of the day yesterday or early this morning, JBS had slaughtered 12% less beef than a week prior. That's 12% less beef on the market today that was on the market the same day last week. Supply and demand drives pricing. If you went to the supermarket on Monday and bought something and you go today to buy the same thing, you might not see a huge difference in price right now, but give it a couple weeks and we'll start to see the crunch. Some people are saying it's going to cause the price of meat to possibly even double. I don't know if that's true or not, but we'll see. I certainly hope not. But there's some questions that aren't being asked. Everybody has been asking for 3 days or 2.5 days. Who did this? Who's responsible? No one's asking why, or more importantly, why did they choose JBS? 2 weeks ago, a cyber criminal organization attacked the Colonial pipeline and extorted the Colonial pipeline for $4.4 million. Why now are they attacking a meat producing company? I mean, I realize it's the largest meat producer in the world, but why? Why'd they choose them? Why didn't they choose another pipeline? Or Heinz or Ford? What's so special about this JBS? The other question is, outside of the criminal, who benefits? These are 2 really, really important questions to give us a global understanding of what's really going on here. The 2 people that benefit the most are obviously the criminals if they get paid, in the Chinese pork market. Back in 2000, I think it was 2018, the Chinese pork market was devastated by the African swine flu. Devastated. Pork prices are through the roof in China. American pork producers have been exporting as much pork as they possibly can to China to try to satisfy the extreme demand for pork in China. In China, in the Chinese culture, pork is viewed as if you can have pork for dinner or pork for your meal, it is considered to be a sign of wealth and prosperity. Fat pigs means you're kind of fat, your wallet's fat. See where I'm going? China is on track to increase their pork production by 20% this year. 20% over last year. That's a large amount of pork. Chinese largest pork producer has just built the largest pork farm on earth. It is 10 times larger than the largest farm here in the United States. It's almost completely fully automated to try to avoid having another swine flu outbreak. How did they do that? They're flush with cash from the extreme pricing of pork in China. They've seen, I think it was a 1,400% increase in profit. So why do I say that the criminals in China, what does China have to do with these criminals in Russia? I'm not saying they put them up to it, but China and Russia, they're allies. They're not bosom buddies. I think somebody said that their ties are a mile long and an inch deep. But they're intertwined. They have some of the same interest. One of the largest or the biggest problems this administration is going to have to face is Biden is going to have to figure out how to deal with the Russia-China alliance. We saw it just last month. Russia made militaristic moves to threaten towards Ukraine, and simultaneously China made the same moves threatening Japan and Taiwan. They kept us awful busy. I'm not saying they put this Reville group up to it, but they definitely could have turned a blind eye. They could have said, hey, you got this company, these guys in Russia, get these guys over here doing this, and we want you to just turn a blind eye because they're gonna help us all out. Don't know. Will we ever get proof? I don't know. Press Secretary Psaki said today that nothing is off the table as far as what they're willing to do to as kind of a retribution over this attack and then the Colonial Pipeline attack. What does that mean? We don't know how far they're willing to go, but we know that Russia's not going to do anything about it. Putin's sitting back laughing. We have a president that's asleep at the wheel who doesn't even know where he's at. He has an ally like China. Both of them stand to bolster their positions on the world stage to an even higher level if they could just keep the pressure on us from two fronts. And an attack on significant infrastructure like a fuel pipeline, like an oil pipeline, and then 2 weeks later, a food supply. These are questions that need to be asked instead of worrying about did Russia do it and what did Russia know about it. We need to figure out why. Why did they turn a blind eye? Why are they not stepping in to help us find and bring these people to justice? So as this moves forward, we see more and more information coming out about it. Keep this question in the forefront. Keep asking why. Why this company? Why this industry? Why this attack? If this isn't going to be the last one, we'll see another one, I'm sure. But ask yourself why. Thanks for watching.